let's go to verse number 39. Kulashaya pranashyanti kula dharma sanatana dharme naste kulam kritsnam adharmo abhibhivati utam. Kulakshaya, in destroying the family, pranashyanti, becoming vanquished, kula dharma, the family tradition, sanatana, eternal, dharma, religion, naste, being destroyed, kulam, family, kritsnam, whole, adharma, religion, abhibhivati, transforms, uta, it is said. Translation. With the destruction of a dynasty, the eternal family tradition is vanquished, and thus the rest of family becomes involved in religion. So this point is so relevant in today's society now. All the 5 points which you see, this is from my side, I think this is the most relevant thing. Because previously, if we see now, there was a family culture. People were living in a family background. The fathers, grandfathers, sons, they will used to live in the same house or room. And therefore, so many cultural things were exchanged, and naturally, the next generation would have the things in their routine. But nowadays, what has happened is the parents live at a place, then the children go to the city, and from city, their children go to out of India and so many things. So what has happened now? The whole family culture has been destroyed. So many traditional things which we do, the Shada ceremony, the good things are being destroyed nowadays. And after destruction, also what is happening is even the family is divided. So husband will say separate, the wife will separate, the son will say separate. So the relationship has taken so much toil nowadays now. And therefore there are so many divorce cases, so many property cases, and so many cases are going on. So the problems are multiplied because of this one reason, the destruction of dynasty, the eternal family tradition. So this is very important for us to understand in today's age how this can help us along. In one of the places in Rajasthan, one of the family has 185 plus people staying in the same family. All the children, grandchildren, and they are staying happily. They have huge acres of land, vehicles, and so many things at their disposal, and they're very happy. And in such family only one can grow nicely. For a child to be grown na, very nicely, a whole village is required. Chacha, mama, nana, tata, and all. If there's a whole thing na, the child can grow very secularly and very emotionally very strong. But when these things are not there, and especially when they are nowadays a single parent and double na, the child grows very immature and very unsound and very, if we see na, they're very unstable emotionally, and therefore so many material things they demand which anyways don't satisfy them. But this is the way things are going, and therefore there's a huge demand of games and so many things, toys, which in previous ages they were not required. In some villages we saw that small kids used to play with the mango seeds, the whole day they can play with the mango seeds, some game or other, and they're happy. But if we see the children of very rich people, if you give video games, they'll break one toy, then want another, then third. And the whole day they'll break so many toys and they're unsatisfied. Why? Because satisfaction doesn't come with material things. It comes with relationship. It comes with exchange of relationship, which the rich may not give. They will go to your office and they'll say, I am giving this money, you take this and this and you'll be happy. Doesn't happen. And therefore, this thing is very much important in today's life and age. Purport. In the system of Varnashram institution, there are many principles of religious traditions to be help members of the family grow properly and attain spiritual values. The elder members are responsible for such purifying process in the family, beginning from birth to death. But on the death of the elder members, such family traditions of purification may stop, and the remaining younger family members may develop religious habits and thereby lose their chance for future salvation. Therefore, for no purpose should the elder members of the family be slain. So very important things are given. So whose responsibility is there for giving this spiritual education? The elder members. The parents are responsible for giving this knowledge to the children. But today's day and age, it's very sad that children tell that the parents tell the children, do not read Bhagavad Gita. Go take material education. If you read Bhagavad Gita, you'll become a saint, you'll become a sadhu. Become a coward person. If you become a saint, people take disadvantage of you. Do all the wrong things. This is told by parents. And after some years, what happened? These children throw them out. And they say, oh, I have given so much to you. I have not taught. How are you doing this to me? These all things are going on. So this actually, there are so many verses in Bhagavatam which tells that one does not have a right to become a teacher. One does not have a right to become parents. One does not have a right to be worshipped by anybody if he cannot give salvation to his fellow members who are dependent on this, or you are the path of salvation. But nowadays, this is the last thing. If we see in Bhagavatam, whenever they take a responsibility, they became a king or they got married, the first thing they will do is do tapasya. They will do austerity, and then they will do the things which is needed. And therefore, tapasya was the life. This human form of life is meant to do tapasya. It is not meant for doing enjoyment. You name me whatever enjoyment is there. It is ultimate cause for suffering. If we tell food is enjoying, I want to enjoy food. Ah, what delicious it is. All the diabetes, cancer, how does it come? Food. So is it enjoyment or suffering? Nothing is enjoyment. If we see any activity in this life, any activity, the greatest activity which is told now to be enjoyment nowadays, which people do, actually it takes out all the bodily strength in it. Everything goes out. Because the substance which goes out is the most relevant. If it stays now, our memory increases, our lifespan increases, the capacity to fight with diseases increases. So many things increase, but it's not conserved nowadays and it's gone. I will not speak about it much. You all know. But there's an age for this, and prematurely if it's done, nowadays what children are doing in 9, 10 and all, they're destroying their health, they're destroying their wealth and everything. If they turn 25, 30, they will not be able to do justice to their family life. They will not be able to do justice to their work because their memory will be disturbed and all things, and they will not be able to do justice to anything. So whatever enjoyment they are doing, whatever, maybe smoking or anything, it's all dangerous. There's no enjoyment actually. People think it's enjoyable. What if smoking disturbs their liver and destroys their what is this kind of enjoyment? So actually, all enjoyment is making us to go hell. In this life, we are suffering with so many diseases, and further also will suffer. So actually, if we see religious habits which are developing nowadays, and we see now after Navratri, what will happen? So many innocent child will be killed, they will be aborted. This is not religious. The karma which the person will take, it's drastically. It's so drastic. The child will not see the light of the day. For him also it's problem, and the mother is also going to face so many problems. Not only this karma, and there are so many cases. One of our devotee was telling me that he was counseling one of the Mataji, and she had aborted for 4, 5 times, and her mother was also not interested. She was a traumatic person, and the devotee left that job after that because he told it, I cannot handle so many cases like this. The whole generation is going on the wrong way. How many people can be saved, and how many wrong things can be derived? The solution to these all things is only to educate everybody's spirituality. The Bhagavad is the solution. And therefore the devotee was telling that please, and his life is also wonderful. The way he got transformed by reading Bhagavad Gita and scriptures. So telling, why don't they introduce this in schools and colleges so that the younger generation can be helped in a way. At least if they don't become spiritual, at least they will save themselves from going to the hell in this life. They will not destroy their lives unnecessarily in the name of fashion and modern upbringing and civilization. So I was moved by that, but I thought, what can I do? I also have limited things, and I can just inspire others. But what can we do? We have our own limitations. So whatever we do is we have, whatever connection we have, we can just inspire others and do. But this is a very major concern, and we'll discuss next time the after effect which is happening in so many states like Punjab, where out of around 15-20% are drug addicts, and they are called as Kshatriyas, but it's all getting destroyed with so many drug addiction. And in so many places, so many places in Maharashtra and so many places, the youth are destroying their own life with so many ill habits. And the problem is the things they are getting is free. Like we see social media is free, but they don't understand the most important thing, the time is wasted. They are giving the valuable time which cannot be earned by so much millions of dollars. So whatever enjoyment nowadays which people are doing will be the cause of their suffering. And therefore, in this material world, actually, apart from Krishna's holy names and spiritual things, there is no actually enjoyment. And therefore, we should do our duty to save as many souls as we can in the limited time and um, the things which we have. So thank you very much. It's 9 o'clock. We'll just end for the day. Uh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Ram.